Welcome to PFTV. It's a PhD, but to PhD. We just beat Chippa United 2-0. Thoughts on the game?
No, first of all, let me congratulate Chippa United. They are very blessed to lose against the Orlando Pirates. Hasemang lemang. Hasemang lemang because Lupopo FC. Also, even when they won, they had the chance to be beaten by Orlando Pirates. But again, a very tough encounter. Just to put jokes aside, a very strong team. I think every team when they play against the Orlando Pirates, they get very motivated. Talk about their number 10. I'm talking about Jersey side, number 10 and number 9. Number 9 very strengthful, skillful, football brains. He was busy battling Le Agwebuli, one of the best right backs in the country, in Tabiso Libizo. But you talk about the two centre backs, Seema, together with defender of the season, CBC. Kai left in scoring Dion Hoto. Dion Hoto, whom I thought for me was not even man of the match, but apparently because the level of consistency in terms of football, why? Because he's used of being a great player. Even when he's doing well, you think it's just being a Dion Hoto. So you take nothing away. Just behind them, talent Mbatha, talent our fan. Just behind, just in front of him, sorry, Nemtangela, John Wiki. Just in front of him, Kurausa Sebelebele, but what thing with Arbadule banking by selling. But sorry, Master Chef, Sipho Mbule. I mean, arguably one of the great or rare breed talent, some of South Africa. Kamu lefting, liko writing, but Kamu Remi, le President Yama 2000, Rele Mofokeng. Hababona, okay, playing as a right wing, playing with your right, it's not so. You know, abakhono break a defense ba etsang ba swiper then re lebohile Mofokeng wa mo tseba shapa di $1 million pass tele tsa hae le di trapping tele tsa hae because he's got a PhD ya first touch money. He committed what we call a football murder ko boxing trapper ball ka wa mo tseba ka trademark trapping ile a hae bojwang ba drubule o shapa vala TV ya shift aksa tseba ro etsalang Thoma, he's got beside being a football player, he's a high jumper. Mutole, that's why Khona win the aerial balls. He's not the tallest, but he wins aerial balls. Unfortunately, he could have scored at least one goal. Ona le ball murema itola ngale ko lefting, ko righting, I kataka left. Who deliver across? As he deliver across, unfortunately, ha khonu kena. But we had those chances that were not so clinical. We could have at least got a goal or two. But again, Dion Hoto, that ball 9 minutes. Yeah, ele 9 minutes. But why? Because I want a PhD by one. But na karna cross na sa cross. He missed that ball now, but unfortunately or fortunately for him, the gods of football allowed Makola just to score a goal in the absence of Mabasa. But I think. I received an email, obviously, from the investigators of pain. They did tell me that the Lamtutus FC, because it is likely that we'll go to the Christmas season or Christmas days this season with Orlando Pirates being number one. And if they become number one, they'll be number one for a long time. With the squad, with what we are having here, Okhonabona Bubandile Shandu, Abayo Luko grandstanding, right back, like you look at yourself and even Oswin Appollis did not even start with the match. But the coach, because Wakhona no game becomes difficult at the second half, because Chippa United made sure that they close all those passages in terms of how we don't break. We did not break them easily. You understand? It was not easy to break them, but they even made it hard. Like a second half, we did not have so many chances as we started the second half. What they did, Okenya Oswin Appollis, Makola, midfield of the season. I mean, you talk about the love that Makola received here. Because I've got a PhD, I can dare tell you that Makola will serve at Orlando Pirates after football. Why? Because of his character, his leadership, and how he treats himself on and off the field. And this has to be spoken about because players sometimes they forget that they are here to serve. But you talk about Makola, leadership, skill-wise, discipline-wise, hard work-wise, talent-wise, he tick all the boxes. And this is the kind of player that we need. If he was not robbed by age, I can definitely tell you he was going to be at Bafana Bafana. because a lot of people don't understand that Chaine Makola, the reason why he's not at Bafana is due to age, and there's nothing that we can do. Baba maybe lu cheat by cheaty lebanala advantage. So and I did not cheat, but it is what it is, because I just want to correct people that don't understand. They go like, he's the middle field of the season, but why is he not in Bafana? It's due to age. You understand? So, but it's understandable. He played very well, gave us depth in the middle of the park, and made sure that we control the middle of the park. Because when the player came in, Orlando Pirates, Nesokori, but when he comes in, now the likes of Namtangela could play easily because it's more defensive. And talent Mbatha, Rele Mofokeng. Now Khona drifter in, Adlala is almost a half 10 because they call him a half moon. Kurwa Akata in, he becomes a number 10. When he cuts outside, he becomes a wing. When you shift him the other side, he becomes a right wing or a left wing. But again, even in defensively, he then drifts back and defend. That's why Nkhonabona, he is good in covering defense. Not really, he's not the kind of winger like your Sebelebele who's more strengthful in terms of defense. But he can drift back and assist. And that's what makes him very special player. Because initially when he started in the first season, Nasa is so defensive because you look at his body structure. But you talk about the introduction of Kabelushenko Dlamini, Okeningly, le Makopa, le Oswin Appollis, as they took Sipho Mbule out. I think Talent Mbatha was taken out also. But Kabelo Dlamini gave us control in terms of having the ball. Hona le morubuang le ona re qoqang le ona. Ha re sena na ka re a dlala o shapa ka no look pass wa mtseba. Ona le PhD ya o break the window. O tla reng because he's gifted is that way. A lot of people say he should work hard. Working hard is not for everyone. Working hard is not for everyone. We understand. When you are used to working hard, you think everyone should work hard. There are people like us who need to work smart. There are people that have seen Google at the interview before at the interview. I don't Google. I watch a game. You bring me the mic. I cook. I serve. I do everything. I even clean the dishes. So it is what it is. Kabelo Dlamini ujwalo. He is like that. He's a special player. O cover space. O mark space. You get a set piece. He can create a goal or score a one or maybe deliver a cross. And there's a ball I told but I understand. I understand I must create a football university. That ball, Makopa was supposed to run into space. That pass was a pass. But Kabelo Dlamini was supposed to shoot. No. Makopa was supposed to go to that open space, because that's where the pass was supposed to go. But I understand with time, with them reading, because you need to read a player, how do you train, those kind of things. But congratulations to Orlando Pirates. They played very well. They've got a game to play away from home. Even Chippa United, they played very well together, fitness-wise, how they composed themselves. And give it credit to the coach of Chippa United to make sure that Orlando Pirates did not play so well. It only took the brilliance of certain players, because if you check the first goal, it's like Mofokeng Kata in playing almost a 10. Or Pasa Dion Hoto delivers a cross that became a goal. So that was some sort of individual brilliance in terms of but you talk about that goal, Oswin Appollis. I think PSL games should have stopped at least Rele next year. There's no better, like after seeing that goal we were supposed not to play. After seeing that ball, that ball was more, he scored that ball with ease. Like how you won't score it, but you know we like it's like that was class. That was beautiful. And you know that because we believe in hard work and power, we think that ball is not worthy of being a goal of the season. You know why? How should about even last season, hona le mo bolo engwe ba mthetho are ifamu to bolo. Pirates took that ball, ibile deflection ya touch ke motho one. They played it, and that game was played in last December, when Pirates won 8-1. Kabelo Dlamini was in, Dlodlo was in, Tito was in, but touched bolo kaofela, not once, not twice, until it was a tap in. And for me, I dare tell you, that was the goal of the season. Unfortunately, we still going to have people in the near future who will understand these things. That football is not like golf. The most celebrated goal should be the one that is touched by many people, not the one that is just scored ka power ka shot. But for now, these are qualifiers. The shot, goal, golf. For now, we are still celebrating them, but with time, we're going to review this and revisit this Komadanga Commission and Rtoba Tola, Lieutenant Mkwanazi, who will investigate such things and realize that that goal was goal of the season. And I dare tell you, Bolo ele dlalangabatu. Dlalanke batho baba mthetho tsa ibitsa rwalla mtlakatlaka kabelo Dlamini Shapa did not look past that goal was goal of the season. I'm telling you. And I'm the only person anywhere who's qualified to tell you this. And if you don't understand, at least wait for 2 years, for 2 decades to understand this. And that it does not mean that you are not smart. We just happen to be too much ahead of time. Yeah. So, but I think the coach is cooking in terms of how he rotates the players and making sure that no player has 100% guarantee that they will play. Because now you talk about Denson was not here. We're talking about quality player. Did not even play. You didn't even realize. Sipho Nduli, who's been playing regularly, even in his injury, he was not. You didn't feel who is not here. Makola, it was his first match, and mind you, he's the midfielder of the season. What color today? So you ask yourself, but if PSL could allow us, I think even us fans should be allowed to come in and kick the ball, because Orlando Pirates is too good for their PS. I can say. But anyway, we are going to Polokwane, Uloshabella final in Polokwane. It's been many years, but Wasovoni Bolo enter in a final. That final will be made to look like a friendly match. Marumo Gallants, they should come with. They should take a lot of pictures. They are there to take pictures. Congratulations to them for being beaten by Pirates finally.
And then obviously we had when Mbogazi is leaving. Some people are saying it's premature, Some people are saying congratulations to the boy. Thoughts on his departure?
No, we understand. Hence, we're saying that what has been done by the likes of Mpumi Khoza, Kozana Khoza, and Dr. Ivan Khoza, it takes many years for people to understand. Just a few weeks ago, they were saying the player is too young to carry the arm belt. Do you know that Mbogazi last year this time he was still playing at the DDC? In less than a year we are going America. So they said we understand. One thing you must never do in life is to share the same opinion with fools. And I will say it, if you're a fool, you're a fool. There's nothing I can do. When you're a fool, you're a fool. If people decide to be fools, they are fools. How should I call them? Because now, you think this man or these guys have been running this team here with an empty mind. They know, they've seen old John Mabizela, Apara Levanta. So you said he's young. Now he's going to the US, you're saying he's young. But Pirates did not tell those people to come and buy this player. They found interest and say, no, take it cheapy. This is like, propose. Are too young? Because you're not that honor. You understand? Yeah, some people have played for a longer time in PSL. They never got an invitation to fly and go overseas. This one is young, on a strength, on a football brain. He's a leader at a big. Bafana called him, and we've seen Nigerians struggle strength. Football, to find a player who's got strength, who's got physique, who's got football brains, who's technically talented, and you still want to keep him. Mbogazi was too big for PSL, and it was about time. He's a rare breed to find. It was about time that he go overseas. Usana lebonda ulelang, una lebonda, una lebo CB, good defender of the season. What are you crying? You understand? So even now, I can dare tell you, Hore, there are still players that are coming from the DDC now that are warm up in we're going to close Mbogazi. Because when a standard and a bar is set, people just want to exceed or excel over it. And that's how life is. You understand? That's why when you find a family of doctors, Dr. Kaufel, it doesn't mean that they are smarter than the rest. It just means the person who came before them, they want to be like them or better than them. And that's why you see these boys coming from the DDC, Orlando Pirates, still continuing to excel. We've got Mbogazi somewhere in Limpopo now, sitting, maybe Hadlali Polo. But Orlando Pirates needs to go deeper and keep on doing what they are doing into bringing in these young players. But I think this team for me is just a reflection of how dreams can come true. If in fact Mutu na Bloma he last year, Asana next Ali broke today. I mean, not if I were to go to the US and be a waiter, I would definitely do that. Go USA. But this guy who talk about Chakela with Trevor Noah, Abloma, I have a coffee, Libu Lil Wayne, Nagongana Lo Bampa, Libu Biko, Akopana Libu Beyonce, Libu Kanye West. And you say it, I mean, how can you say to show that someone is an improvement, is a buffoon, like a dumb cop? I understand the importance of going to the US. We are talking about arguably, if not the most powerful nation in the world. And you are saying it doesn't matter or the league is wrong. I mean, we are America. America, what's America? How? Now, this just goes to show that Orlando Pirates gives opportunities to their players. They did not, had we denied him, not we deny players. But now they are disappointed that Orlando Pirates is changing people's life. They are disappointed and they are hurt. Hence you see such comments. We understand? But we're clearing. Because let me tell you, that's why there's no school in the world that teaches people to be wise. It can only educate you in a certain area. Or okay, good cow care the gate. When I say good cow pair, but that does not mean that you are wise. You are just precise in that area of that faculty, but you ask yourself from Mutnali doctorate say for Market Domkop. But anyway, it is what it is. Congratulations to both Kaizer Chiefs and Mamelodi Sundowns supporters for watching good football.
Thanks, PhD.